Our next story is from West Africa, from the landlocked country of Mali, the 8th largest on the continent and currently ruled by a military junta. Mali is in the grip of violence again. In the last 2 days, there have been 2 terror attacks, first in a border town and then in the historic city of Timbuktu. The attacks were carried out by a group linked to the Al-Qaeda. They struck army bases and a military airport. At least 30 soldiers have died, along with more than a dozen assailants. The security situation is worsening in Mali and the wider Sahel region. Now, for perspective, Sahel accounts for more than half of all deaths from terrorism the world over. And the twin attacks in Mali are only making it worse. Here's a report.
This is Mali, a landlocked country in West Africa, home to about 24 million people. And it has witnessed twin terror attacks which have left dozens of people dead. The attacks happened over the past 2 days. First in the border town of Boulekessi and then in the historic city of Timbuktu. Both the attacks have been claimed by the JNIM. This stands for Jamaat Nasr al-Islam wal-Muslimin. JNIM is an Islamist group. It was formed in 2017 as a merger of several militant factions. It is linked to terror group Al-Qaeda. In fact, JNIM is West Africa's Al-Qaeda affiliate. On Sunday, it attacked the Malian town of Boulekessi, near the border with Burkina Faso. The target was an army base. Dozens of militants stormed the base. Mali's army defended it. But the seizure of the army base has left more than 30 soldiers dead. On Monday, JNIM's target was Timbuktu. Assailants arrived in vehicles packed with explosives. Residents heard gunfire and explosions and took shelter. As JNIM targeted the military in the city, explosives detonated close to the army camp. Then they attacked the military airport, which was hosting Russian mercenaries. Mali's army says that it repelled, quote-unquote, an infiltration attempt by terrorist fighters. 14 militants were killed and 31 suspects arrested. The army also seized weapons, vehicles and other items. But the ancient city is not new to violence. It has a bloody past. Timbuktu was captured by Islamist militants in 2012. They swept into the country and caused widespread destruction. But they were driven out in 2013 when the city was peacefully retaken with the support of the French military. It was deployed to halt the advance of terrorists in Mali. But then came a shift in 2020. Mali's military junta seized power in coups. It promised to restore stability, but instead it broke the country's traditional ties with its former colonial power. It expelled French troops and moved closer to Russia, relying on Russian mercenaries to counter terror threats. Since 2021, Russia's presence and influence has grown steadily in Mali. The junta and its allied mercenaries have been regularly accused of committing abuses against civilians. Meanwhile, the security situation has worsened in not just Mali, but also the wider Sahel region. It accounts for more than half of all deaths worldwide from terrorism. Armed groups have continued attacks in the region for months now, especially in Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger. Since the beginning of last month, more than 400 soldiers have been killed by militants. In January, the trio announced their exit from ECOWAS. This is a regional bloc. It stands for Economic Community of West African States, and it turned 50 this May. Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger announced their exit to form the Alliance of Sahel States, or AES, partly to enhance military cooperation. But for now, progress is slow. The twin attacks on Mali are the latest sign of the worsening security situation in the country. While the military, the mercenaries, and the terror groups jostle for power, innocent civilians continue to pay the price for it.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4兆ドル以上も。
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.